Twitter and making bad decisions are a dynamic duo at this point, like macaroni and cheese. It's what they're infamous for at this point. I've made countless videos talking about it, and now Elon Musk went and did another one. Even my cat knows how bad these decisions have been. He ran away to go get on the bed so he could get away from all this nonsense. But this whole fiasco involves Twitter Blue once again. It's what all of Twitter's problems orbit around. It's like the central point of the Twitter universe. It's just the root of all their problems, and this time they somehow went and made it worse. Because when it first initially released, it was like a badge of dishonor, like a hall monitor badge or something, letting everybody know that you're a dork, pretty much. You paid $8 for a blue check on Twitter. What a loser, dude! It was just a way to get bullied online, practically. And now, they've went and changed it. They changed the wording of it to where if anybody has a blue check, you don't know if they paid for it or not. Because this is what it says now. This account is verified because it's subscribed to Twitter Blue or is a legacy verified account. So they're not letting you know which people you should be picking on or not. They're just leaving it completely anonymous. But something you might have noticed as well while I was showing my screen, up in the corner where the Twitter logo used to be, there's now a Doge icon. And this happened today as of me recording this on April the 3rd. That's 4/3. And yeah, this was another one of Elon Musk's decisions to change the Twitter icon on the web app to an image of Doge. This is what he tweeted 43 minutes ago and said, as promised, is a new platform needed? Just buy Twitter and change the bird logo to a Doge. Haha, that would sick. I think he meant that would be sick, but he's a billionaire. He doesn't have to use grammar properly. And then right before that, about an hour ago, he tweeted one of his things he's infamously known for, being the class clown of Twitter. He posted this meme that says, that's an old photo. And it's the Twitter icon, and now he's Doge. Because he changed the icon. That's very funny. Laugh. But to step away from Elon Musk's middle-aged mother sense of humor and get back on track here, the rest of what I'm going to talk about is all the changes and updates they've done to Twitter Blue, which are pretty terrible. I already talked about the update to the wording on the verified account thing if you click on someone's Twitter checkmark, but now you'll notice there's a different checkmark they implemented for business accounts, which is this little gold icon that you can see Dexerto has, as well as a bunch of other company accounts, and it lets you know that they're a verified business. There has been an update to this checkmark as well, and it's saying that Twitter is asking organizations to pay 1,000 buckaroos per month, plus an additional 50 schmeckles monthly for each affiliated sub-account to maintain the gold checkmark verification badges that the company introduced in December. But this fee isn't going to be enforced fairly. It says Twitter is giving a free pass to the 500 advertisers that spend the most on its platform, as well as the top 10,000 organizations by a follower count. So if you're just a fresh new startup company or a little mom and pop shop trying to cement yourself and make yourself official on Twitter by getting that shiny gold badge, you better whip out that checkbook and get ready to take out a massive loan or sell a couple of your organs like a kidney or a testicle, and I'm sure that'll pay for a couple of months. Say what you want about Twitter, but they're consistently greedy like Mr. Krabs, and they're also consistently making bad decisions. So you got to give them kudos for that. At least they're consistent. And then the last little bit of terrible Twitter news was when Elon Musk tweeted this about a week ago and said, starting April 15th, only verified accounts will be eligible to be in For You recommendations. This is it's supposed to say this. His grammar is messed up again here. I'm the grammar guardian. Nothing gets past me, buddy. If you have one comma out of place, I'll see it. But to get back to the tweet, this is the only realistic way to address advanced AI bot swarms taking over. It is otherwise a hopeless losing battle. Voting in polls will require verification for the same reason. So I guess this is Elon Musk's way to fend off Skynet when they try to take over Twitter with their AI bots. Instead of actually, like, maybe investing or looking into AI bot detection to, counter AI with AI, it's like fighting fire with fire. No. Pay money. Give him more money. And that will help with the bot issue. But on top of that, the even bigger issue is that if you don't pay for Twitter Blue, if you don't give him $7, $8 a month, you're not going to be able to pop up in For You recommendations. So Twitter is now officially a pay-to-win system starting April 15th. So in about, 12 days, you can actually pay to be cooler on Twitter. If someone calls you out on Twitter for like being a horrible person, deplorable in every single way, and they're not verified, you could pay for verification and say something mean and nasty about them, and your tweet will get seen far more than their little tweet that's getting flushed down the toilet and seen by nobody. You're actually just paying $7 a month at this point to tweet on Twitter, because nobody's going to see your tweets if you don't. That, good business model right there. Two claws up from Mr. Krabs. And just to go back to the noble reason that Elon Musk says he bought Twitter in the first place, for freedom of speech, so everybody could tweet equally and nobody would get suppressed for like what they believe or whatever. He's actually being more harsh and more strict on people and suppressing their freedom of speech more than Twitter was doing previously under Jack Dorsey. Because back then you didn't have to pay $7 a month to the Twitter overlord just to have a chance of your tweets being seen. There's a reason people don't like pay-to-win items in games, and that's because it gives people an unfair advantage. And what you're doing with Twitter now is giving people an unfair advantage as long as they throw a couple dollars a month at you. Which is kind of ridiculous for a social media platform to have to pay to be recommended to other people. That is goofy. And I think it should be very obvious why he's doing all these things in the name of making money. Because when he bought Twitter, it was for way more than it was worth, and it was losing money at that time. And it's still hemorrhaging money. It's absolutely just bleeding out all over the floor. Money falling out every single second. And he's trying to recoup as much as he possibly can. But it's all pretty much in vain. It's like spilling water on the floor and then trying to like gather it back up with your hands. It's just, you can't. But that's it for today's episode of Twitter shooting themselves in their foot yet again. They've got multiple bullet wounds in both of their feet at this point from all the bad decisions they keep making. I didn't think I'd talk about this topic anymore, but here I am. Once again, getting a bit of deja vu, honestly. I thought I'd wipe my hands clean of this topic. I didn't think it would get much worse, but oh boy howdy, he somehow did it. Anyways, I'll see ya.